Okay, I can't believe I'm getting this out right now. Hey everybody, my name is JB, aka Kid Dynasty, and I just watched WWE Money in the Bank 2011, 2018. I already look stupid, and this video's only been up for about 20 seconds. So, I'm just coming with the results, I guess, just like I always do. The reason I didn't do Fastlane and WrestleMania and Backlash is just certain reasons I wasn't really able to finish those while they were live. I had to finish watching them at a later time, but I just finished watching the whole thing. So Money in the Bank, first match on the pre-show mind you, Luke Harper and Carl Anderson, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, Jesus Christ, versus Luke Harper and Eric Rowan for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. Obviously, the Bludgeon Brothers won. Of course they did. Man, Gallows and Anderson feel dead. They were the biggest tag team in Japan at one point. Now they're just dead. This can't possibly be better just because they're in WWE. Okay, so next match I want to talk about Seth Rollins versus Elias. This was really good. For a second, I actually thought that Elias was gonna take it. He paid homage to Ric Flair with the slaps, obviously. The chops, and Randy Savage with the elbow drop. That was really cool. But Seth was able to roll him up. Little thing though, for some reason, when Seth rolled him up, Elias didn't attack him afterwards. And Elias is a heel, so you think that he would. Um. Anyway, women's Money in the Bank ladder match, fantastic. It was better than last year. It was just fantastic. I mean, everyone had a part to play, and I didn't even expect who was gonna win because Becky and Charlotte just kept getting in each other's way. Ember Moon and Naomi kept getting in each other's way. They were just landing each other on ladders. I thought Becky was gonna take it. I really wanted Becky to take it, but eventually Alexa was able to pull out the victory. Anyway, next up for the Raw Women's Championship, Nia Jax versus Ronda Rousey. It was better than I thought it was gonna be. It really was. Um, I should probably stop moving around so much. But it's morning, and I probably shouldn't have waited this long. It was so much better than I thought it was gonna be. Ronda Rousey even went up to the top rope and did frog splash, and she was about to make Nia tap out after about I think 11 minutes. I think it's not like I timed the match. Then Alexa was able to she came in with the briefcase, hit Rousey, so Rousey won the match, and then she cashed in, Twisted Bliss, and she won. She actually pinned Nia Jax with the same move that she kicked out of at WrestleMania, which is odd, but stuff happens. Anyway, for the WWE Championship, AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura in a last man standing match. It was so good. This was also better than I thought it was gonna be. It was just so good. It's there was a couple nut shots. Yeah, all knackered and stuff. Um, just a lot of just a lot of table spots. You didn't think that there would be a table spot in this, and surprisingly, even though it wasn't as technical as their best match was in Japan, this was still great, on its own. Even if that match never happened, this would be good. It's not as good, but being itself as a last man standing match, it was just great. And AJ, hit Shinsuke in the balls eventually, and Styles Clash off steel steps. He jumped off the steel steps like he did to James Ellsworth in 2016. And then, 10 count, then AJ picked up the win. Um, the SmackDown Women's Championship, Carmella versus Asuka. A lot of people may complain about this, but I actually liked it. I like the fact that Carmella was being, dominant, because if she's going to be SmackDown Women's Champion, she needs to be dominant. And obviously there was back and forth between her and Asuka. And eventually, something with Asuka's mask showed up and wearing her robe and stuff. And it was James Ellsworth. He took off the mask. Carmella super kicks Asuka. 1, 2, 3. Now, I know before I said that they probably shouldn't, like Asuka shouldn't have lost at WrestleMania. I think a lot of people can agree with that. But now that the streak's gone, she lost in the tag match too on SmackDown. And now this loss, so now it's like a bunch of numbers to three losses. We should probably just forget about the streak now. She's, another women's wrestler. Which means that she's now a part of the roster. And honestly, when it happened, I felt fine. It was to interference. It was out of nowhere. The match was, pretty decent. And Carmella's still the champion, and I'm cool with that. I'm okay with that. Better than last year. Roman Reigns versus Jenna Mahal. I'm not gonna lie, because I didn't sleep for about 16 hours beforehand. I fell asleep during this match, which is why I only finished this whole pay-per-view in the morning, because I fell asleep during this match. I'm not even trying to dogpile Jinder or Roman. It's just the match was for nothing, and you knew Roman was gonna win. And the crowd were just being jerks, chanting CM Punk, Rusev Day, bouncing. I think there was a beach ball at some point doing the wave, the crowd wave. I hate crowds when they do that. People are putting their bodies on the line, and the crowd is just being jerks just by doing anything except paying attention. You have the right to say anything you want as soon as you pay for your ticket. I get that, but you shouldn't disrespect people who are who just, oh god. Oh. Anyway, Roman wins after the spear, obviously. Next match. The opening match, actually. Daniel Bryan versus Big Cass. Way longer than it needed to be. It should have just ended quickly. And I know the last match was embarrassing for Big Cass because because Daniel just made him tap out quickly that time. But he tapped out this time too. And this time, the match felt like 10 years. If Daniel Bryan was just going to win again, just have the match end like the last one. Just pin him within. Just make him tap out within 8 minutes. It's fine. I mean, it's not fine. It's not fine for Big Cass, but just please end this feud now. Just please end it. It doesn't matter. He only hates Daniel Bryan just because he's small. No one cares. Just have both of them move on. For the love of God, please. And, wow, is that... Yeah, I guess all I have left to talk about... Wait, also, Sami Zayn versus Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley crushed Sami. Standing vertical suplex, 1, 2, 3, meant nothing. It was believable. It was a believable squash match. The main event, it was pretty good. KO went through a table from the top of a huge ladder. Everyone had a moment to shine. Bobby Roode, Samoa Joe choking everybody out. Finn Balor did a coup de grace to Bobby Roode from a ladder to the inside of the ring. That looked pretty cool. And Kofi Kingston was the member of the New Day who was in the match, and he actually had a few moments. But Braun Strowman was able to pick up the win. Also, there was this really funny moment when everyone ganged up on Braun at the beginning of the match. Then Miz took advantage of it and tried to, climb the ladder at the beginning of the match. Then Samoa Joe came in and just whooped him. Anyway, Braun is the Money in the Bank holder. And yeah, that's basically all that happened. Forgive me for being sluggish, but it's morning on a Monday morning. It's a Monday morning. Yeah, I got nothing else to talk about. I wish I would talk about NXT pay-per-views more, but I mean, I last night, like, 2 days ago in NXT, it was fantastic. Every match was fantastic. I mean, to be honest, Nikki Cross versus Shayna Baszler could have gone on longer, but every match was, rightfully good. And that was Money in the Bank 2018. I'm I'm gonna go eat breakfast. Bye.